Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm here with a reading for Aquarius Sun, Moon and Rising in July 2021. So we'll get straight into it and see what your first card is. So first card is Eight of Cups. So I'll describe what's going on in the card. So there's a man walking away from 8 cups. One cup is missing. So that can signify a lack of emotional fulfillment, lacking in wholeness. So the man has turned his back and he's going towards the mountains. So that can signify, there's a bit of a challenging path ahead, but like the man himself has a sense of loss and disappointment. Nearby him is a river that symbolizes his emotions, and the mountains, yeah, they represent the tough journey ahead. But like not necessarily like a bad thing, because it is going to be a journey for true happiness, if you know what I mean. So you might have a difficult journey, but in the end you'll be much happier. So it signifies that. So the moon illuminates the path ahead, and the man is hoping to leave unnoticed in the night. So that can signify a level of like escape or avoidance for his situation. So we'll go through the meaning. So this card shows up when if you may feel compelled to walk away from a disappointing situation. It could mean turning your back on an unfulfilling relationship, job, career path, a living arrangement, or a creative project that was once a source of great happiness, but you now are not really feeling that happy from it anymore. It's not really fulfilling you anymore. So it doesn't bring you joy anymore, and it didn't turn out the way you expected it. So you realize that you're no longer getting anything from the situation. So the only choice really is to, you've obviously got to make the choice, but like really the only choice is to put it behind you and move on with your life. So even if it brings you sadness as you say goodbye. So that's kind of like what the mountains might be representing here. Like, it's quite difficult to like say goodbye to things that like you were once quite attached to and that brought you happiness but are no longer fulfilling. So this card is saying like it's time to move on. It's time to make your decision and make that cut, move on with your life and don't look back, basically. So the Eight of Cups is suggesting that you sense that something is missing, particularly on an emotional or spiritual level. So instead of waiting around for things to get better, you need to leave that unfulfilling situation, because you sit around for a while hoping it will get better and then it doesn't, and you end up starting to feel worse over time and worse, kind of stewing in it a bit. So maybe time excuse me maybe time to make that decision. Oh my gosh, excuse me, that's basically my throat's like all closed up now. Like, yeah, say it, like don't hold it in and choke on your words. So it may not make sense to others because on the face it looks as if you've got everything you ever wished for, but deep down it's not serving your highest good. So yeah, it's time to let go and move on. Like, yeah, so other people may have been saying to you like, why do you want to leave him? He's so nice to you. He's like the perfect boyfriend. He's so nice. Don't do that. He's so nice. He's done so much for you. But like inside, you're like, yeah, but he doesn't make me happy anymore. Like, you can't force it. Or if it's a job you're leaving, oh, but it's such a good job. It pays really well. Like everyone, like other people only see the surface. They don't know how you feel inside, kind of thing. So, this card also does come up when you're trying to escape a problematic emotional situation. So the cups in the picture, they represent like emotional issues that remain real and present in your life. You may be trying to pretend they don't exist, like by refusing to deal with them, maybe avoiding conversations about the subject and pretending everything's okay. But really, you're not okay. You're definitely like feeling like you're missing something in July and you're unfulfilled. So yeah, this may be the month for you to make that decision and make that difficult goodbye and walk away and move on with your life and then be really happy. So yeah. So like ask yourself what brings you joy, contentment and fulfillment on a deeper level. So like maybe you wanted a long-term relationship, but when you manifested it, you realize it's not just a relationship but a deep soul connection with someone that you wanted. And because and if it's not there, the relationship won't fulfill your needs no matter how long you stay. So you know, you may be in a relationship with someone that's just not your soul like connection. They're just not doing it for you anymore. And in the start you thought they would, but now they don't. And you know, it's perfectly okay though for you to feel like that, and it's perfectly okay for you to move on and like get on with your life and find that soulmate. So have you been repeating this Eight of Cups situation a lot? It might be time to really think about what will bring you true happiness rather than getting into these Eight of Cups situations where you thought it would make you happy, but then you're like, oh no, it's not really doing it for me. Oh. And you're starting to feel like, oh no, what have I done? So before you get into these situations, you know, so it's time to really think about what will make you happy basically, and not doing things that you think will make you happy, what will make you happy. So yeah, that's a good card to start off with there, I reckon, huh? So the second card I got for you guys was King of Swords in July. So it was reversed actually, but I'll just describe the card first. So he's sitting on his throne facing forward as if to say like he is ready to confront whatever life throws at him. His sword is in his right hand, which represents his conscious rational mind, pointed up and to the left side of the subconscious mind, which is the intuitive mind. So it represents the king's decisiveness but also flexibility in all matters. While he makes decisions based on intellectual understanding, he stays open to his intuition. So the blue tunic that he's wearing represents desire for spiritual knowledge. The purple cape that he's wearing represents his compassion and intellect. And the butterflies on his throne represent transformation. So that's the story behind the card. It was reversed, so we'll go through the meaning for the reverse card. So this card, reverse, can symbolize lack of structure, routine, or self-discipline. It can mean you're not using your head or losing your cool. So like with this whole situation of not feeling very fulfilled, you know, in your life, and you're not sure what to do next and everything like that, it's kind of affected like your life with your structure and your routine and your self-discipline, because you're quite unhappy, you're feeling very unfulfilled. So you haven't really got that like zazz for life. So you're having a bit of trouble with that, which is fine, like honestly. So, but this card also represents you've got a quiet power. So you may not be the loudest person in the room or the most visible on public platforms, but however, you have a lot to contribute and share in your own magical way. Your power and authority come from within, from unwavering belief in yourself, your deep connection to your values, and your commitment to stand firm in your truth. You do not allow others to steer you off course, instead preferring to draw your energy from your higher self and connect with what truly matters for you. So this is the kind of like mindset you're getting in July, and like if not, then this is the mindset you want to get, because you need to have more like belief in yourself and the decisions that you want to make, and not let others steer you off your path, because it only holds you back, because they're all saying different things and they don't know how you feel. So yeah, so that's the kind of like thing you want to get going here. So it can also represent a lack of decisiveness about where your best opportunities lie or in what direction you want to go. So stemming off from that Eight of Cups card, which I'm going to find, stemming off from this Eight of Cups card basically. So you're not too sure what to do, which is like awful, I know. So you may also lack the mental clarity to work out what you need to do in your situation. Your thoughts are scattered and may start to feel panicky and out of control. You're feeling lost and uncertain about your options, let alone the decisions you need to make. As a result, you may be delaying necessary decisions you need to make because you're getting so worried. So he's just, yeah, so the King of Cups, he's like telling you, he's basically like, I think he wants you to be more like how I went in the beginning, like, you know, you're very, like, you've got unwavering belief in yourself and your deep connection to your values, and your commitment to stand firm in your truth. So this is the kind of like feeling the King of Cups is trying to put onto you here. And yeah, so you're feeling a little bit confused, obviously, you're not too sure what to do, and that's what this card is saying right now. So we'll get on to the next card. So this next card is going to have, what are we up to? 5 of Swords we've got for your third card. So here we go. So we're on to this one now. We'll talk about what's going on. There's a sly looking man. He picks up 3 swords from the ground. He glances over his shoulder at 2 men who are walking away with a sense of sadness and loss. 2 more swords are strewn across the ground, suggesting a battle has been fought and lost. The sky is still very cloudy though, and tumultuous, so I hope I said that word right. But yeah, basically a bit of turmoil going on in that sky there, which means everything is still not as it should be. So even though the battle's finished, there's still some bad energies going on there. So we'll get on to this. So this is July, so it may have already happened, may not have happened yet. So take what resonates. And so basically, we'll get on to the card. So this card turns up when you've had a falling out, disagreement, or a conflict. You're walking away with a sense of sadness and loss. So you may be upset and resentful over the heated words you said, and now you wish you could take them back. Even if you won the argument or came out the apparent victor, you realise that you've lost as much as your opponent. As you pick up the pieces, it's more difficult than you've thought. Others have lost faith in you and are keeping their distance. You need to decide whether your point of view is so important to you that you're willing to put your relationships in jeopardy, or if you can compromise and see eye to eye. So you may have a little bit of a battle with someone, an argument, maybe an argument over like what your decision is that you're wanting to make, and they haven't agreed with you or something like that. So, but this card is just saying, like, to keep in mind in July. So pick your battles rather than being tempted to fight every conflict to ensure you get your way or prove you are right. Sometimes it's best just to be like, oh yeah, okay, cool, thanks for the tip, thanks for the like information, but like, you know, just leave it at that. Because, you know, sometimes like people just like want to argue with you all the time, so it doesn't matter what you say. So yeah, just pick your battles. So picking your battles wisely is a much better way of life, rather than engaging in every disagreement. Not only will it lead to a more peaceful existence, but your relationships are likely to come out stronger. So yeah, so pick your battles in July for sure, especially if you're going through a lot of like not sure what to do decisions, and someone's come up to you and be like, why do you want to do that, like, and then you have an argument with them. Sometimes it's best to be, oh yeah, thanks for the information, but yeah, sweet. You may, if you've had an argument with someone, it may be time to just apologize, and just like apologize for your actions and just leave it at that and just forget about it. Yeah, because like sometimes it's not worth all the arguments. You may have lost an argument and you're feeling quite bad about it, but like it just means it's something to learn from and to move on from. So that's an interesting one. Pick your battles in July, basically. Where have your cards gone? So get on to the last card. So this one fits in really well. So I got the 4 of Cups reversed. We'll just go through the card, what's on there. So it shows a man sitting under a tree with his arms crossed, deep in contemplation and meditation. It's a little bit like the Hermit card, this card. So he is so engrossed in his thoughts that he does not seem to notice the outstretched arm offering him a cup. A further 3 cups stand by his feet, and he doesn't seem to notice or care about these new opportunities either. So he may have a few different opportunities for him, being offered one right in his face, but like he's still thinking about it. He's still in his deep contemplation. So this card reflects on a period of introspection and withdrawal. You're retreating into your own inner world so you can concentrate what is important to you and grounds you. So this fits in really well with basically all the cards that you've gotten already. It fits in really well because to make these decisions, these hard decisions, and if you're not sure, you have to basically do what this guy's doing. Go sit under a tree and meditate and just contemplate. You get your best ideas, honestly, when like you're just quiet. So it's kind of a hint there for you. So others may want to spend time with you or take you out, but at the moment you just prefer to stay in and read a book or meditate in your sacred place, which is fine. So that's absolutely fine, and it's good for you. This is probably going to help you make your decision. Like, most likely will help you make your decision and clear your head, get you feeling a bit better and, like, you know, less confused. Just make sure you don't shut off like your family and your friends. Let them know that you just need some time alone for a little while you contemplate what basically like your whole existence and like your life and what you're going to do and everything like that. Just and let them know that you'll reach out to them when you're ready. So if you're feeling withdrawn, don't force yourself to go out, and like don't feel like you have to, because you don't. Just be in your space and make the most of it. You won't be a hermit forever. So yeah. It's time to have some quiet time and meditate, sit under a tree, go out in nature and really think about what it is you want to do and what decision you want to make. Like, whichever decision you make is going to be a good one for you. So make use of this time of introspection to check in with your inner self. Make sure your upcoming projects and endeavors are a good fit. This card can also mean you're reluctant to open your heart to someone or to express your true feelings. Choosing to withdraw and isolate yourself from that other person instead. Now, you need to be mindful of how this can impact those closest to you and consider their needs along with your own, because they don't know what's going on. So if you've just withdrawn from them and stopped talking to them, or you've just like really like withdrawn, it's gonna make them feel worse. You know, like it's way worse for them because they don't know what's going on and they think they've done something wrong, and they're thinking about like everything, like, oh, what have I done, like what's wrong with them, why are they so unhappy. You may not be taught. You need to talk to them and like communicate with them about this for sure, instead of making them feel awful and just withdrawing. So this could all be linked to that decision you're not making and stuff. But yeah, like once you make this decision, you know, after a bit of quiet time, hermit phasing, you'll know what to do. And do it. Like, if it's something that'll make you happy, just do it. Don't worry about anyone else, because it's all about you. So yeah, I hope you got some good messages from those cards. They even helped me out. For some reason, they related to me quite well too. So I know there's other people out there that need to hear it. So we'll get you one more card from the Animal Oracle deck and see what their final message is for you guys today. That will make you feel better, and like give you some more advice and stuff. These cards are pretty good. They're very uplifting. So we got 8 of Spring. B. Aww. So I'll read it out for you. So you've been presented with many wonderful opportunities at once. While this may feel very stressful, remember to be grateful for the blessings that heaven sends you. So this could be why you don't know what to do, because you've got all these opportunities presenting themselves to you, and you're in this situation and you're like, shit, excuse my language, you're in this situation, you're like, oh darn, like what do I do? Like, I don't like where I am right now, and all these opportunities are presenting themselves. kind of like pulling you out. So yeah, have a think about what it is you want to do, what is your choice, because once you make that choice it's going to work out for you really well and you'll be very, very happy. So there's your message from the bees today. I hope you enjoyed your reading today. It was a really good one. I hope you enjoy the rest of July as well and it all works out for you. You can give me a comment if you want to and let me know if it related to you or if it helped you and stuff. And don't forget to subscribe and keep an eye out for other videos that are coming out. Cool. Thank you. Bye.